Our first guest, her favorite quote, don't believe in what I say, believe in what you see, is now a new documentary on Amazon Prime, showcasing the life teachings and journey of Guru Enlightment, who shares intimate information about her relations to spirits and how, as a spiritual teacher, she's been able to help her students find their freedom and independence, and most importantly, life's purpose. Joining us to share more about the documentary and her teachings, please welcome Guru Enlightment and director of the film, Glenys, Javier. Hello.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, bravo, bravo, bravo. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Truly, truly, truly a love letter of your legacy. I really enjoyed watching it on Amazon Prime, and I just want to acknowledge you for sharing your wisdom on such a global level, and Glenys for making it her business to make sure your legacy has been documented on such a platform. So congratulations to you both.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So here's the thing. I would love to talk about the film, but I really want people to go see the film. And really what I'd like to embark on is just the reality that we're living in right now, in almost forcing us all to kind of check that aspect of our existence. And so what you've provided in some aspect is just a means of people catching up to where we are.
Right. I agree.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry.
No. And so I'm just opening it up because everybody's being forced to kind of go inside. And you've been inside for so many years in the sense of having this connection. And the way you've shared it, you know, it's very mystical. And so I just wanted to know, like, what is it about it that you really want people to leave with?
I want people to leave with knowing that they have a purpose and that they matter in this world. And I want them to wake up to reality. You know, we live in such an illusion world, and it's comfortable for us to be there. And we believe everything that is told to us, and we don't believe the truth within ourselves. So I feel like people need to believe in themselves more than believe what's out there and what they hear from out there. And I would like them to wake up and take a chance and try something new and different. And it's not going to hurt them to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And so Glenys, as not only being one of the directors and the producer and the editor of this magnificence of a documentary honoring your master, your teacher, coming in from the perspective of producing it as well as being a student, what was your motivation behind this documentation?
My motivation was that I wanted to share my teacher with the world. She has helped me with everything in my life, and she has helped everyone that I have connected her to. Like I've shared her with many people, and they've come to see her, they stayed as a student, and it's helped them as well. So it's like when you have a great martial art teacher you want to share with the world, and you always keep on, you know, like learning and growing. So I want the world to see what her students see and why we love her so much and why we have succeeded in our journey and are still succeeding. So that's what I want. I want the world to see what we see.
That's beautiful. I love that you have a unit that kind of like mobilizes all of her teachings, right? I know there's books involved, there's adult books, there's also children's books. And so now there's this new documentary. And so in some aspect, it's a wonderful accomplishment for her, but it's an accomplishment for you, for all of you as well. So I really want to share with our audience what that means to all of you. Just in the keeping the faith and just operating as a unit and making it your business to make sure that it's accessible to other people.
Right. And she always helps us to accomplish our dreams. And we love helping her to accomplish her dreams. So she wanted to become a writer, and we helped her with the whole getting her books out there. She didn't really like to be in the spotlight, but we somehow pushed her, and she agreed for us to film all her workshops. And now we're in the Bronx Network and the MNN as well, and also with the documentary. So it's like she teaches us, and then she also says she learns from her students. So it's like it is a give and take, but I'm very happy to help her with her dreams as well when it comes to what she loves to do.
So, Guru, how difficult was that for you to be so vulnerable in your communication throughout this doc? You shared a lot of intimate information that I was like, oh wow, she really went there. In just learning about your journey, you know, about your son's passing, about your explorations, your you know, your Catholic school stories, all of the trials and tribulations that you had to endure to get to where you are now. How difficult was that for you to share with the exact people that you're teaching?
Not difficult at all. I believe in honesty, and I believe in truth, and this is who I am. I never tried to be something that I'm not. What you saw in the documentaries, what my students already knew about me, you know, like depending on the circumstances of their story, I would share mine. So I feel very free. There's no shame in my life. I'm proud of my life. I'm proud of the way that it went. I want my students to know that the truth sets you free, and it's not about being accepted by the world. It's about being accepted by you, who you are, and be happy with who you are and what you have accomplished from this moment on.
And so I have a question with regards to all the adversity that you shared within the doc. Do you find that adversity heightens a person's spiritual awareness?
Adversity.
What can you explain, like exactly?
So, like, all right, do you find that in order to really heighten your spiritual consciousness, you have to go through something really bad? And because you shared a lot of variations of adversity throughout the documentary, and so in what you shared, I started wondering. I was like, I wonder, are people who suffer the most the ones that become more spiritual?
No, not at all. It you know, it's been told that that's it, but no, I feel that everybody has a different journey. There's people that have not gone through so much tribulation and have become spiritual. You know what I'm saying? I think it depends on the journey that you are meant to take to learn lessons. Unfortunately, things happen to people to wake them up, and others don't. But my journey started from the moment that I stepped out of my mother's womb. And that was my journey, my personal journey, but not that you have to suffer and go through so much tribulation to become spiritual. No, not at all.
And so, Glenys, how do you define spirituality?
Freedom.
Nice.
Freedom, independence, knowing yourself, loving yourself, valuing yourself as a human being, and also knowing that you have a purpose. It's not about believing in anything or everything. It's about believing in yourself. That, to me, is spirituality. Being comfortable with yourself, doing what you love, and being a good human being. That's for sure. So spirituality, like I said, is not about what you believe in. It's about believing in yourself. So that's why it's not about you going through something big to be spiritual. It's just about living in general. Spirituality is about living an experience. So
yeah, and if you don't mind me after piggybacking out of her, the thing, like I tell my students, I'm not going to be here for the rest of my life, so you're not here to depend on me. You're here to depend on yourself and do for yourself.
I'm going to depend on her forever.
And that's one of the things that I teach my students, you know. And I also want to just say that I also have
a podcast.
The podcast also.
Yeah, podcast.
So, well, share the podcast before we go. Where can people listen to it?
It's actually on Anchor. If you go to our website, GuruEnlightment.com, you'll find everything. The podcast, the books, the documentary, the Unknown web series that she created, everything. So it's there.
Yeah. And on a personal note, I want to say thank you and acknowledge you for providing me with mirror exercises and making it my business to just take a really good look deep down inside, just to become more familiar with who I am as a being,
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And that's beautiful that you said that, because I think that everybody needs to find themselves, you know, and get to know themselves, because that's the only person that's really going to be there for you is you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
I also
thank you.
I also want to share that I like the fact that Guru always says that she's not the truth, that we are all our own truths. So if we go ahead and look for that truth, that's when we start to become free, which leads up to being spiritual.
Exactly. And it also leads into the title of this wonderful documentary. Thank you both for being here with us here on
Thank you.
Open BxRx. And once again, you guys, don't believe in what I say, believe in what you see, is available on Amazon Prime. And for more information, all her books and her podcasts, you can visit guruenlightment.com. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll find out about an annual showcase featuring theater artists. Don't go anywhere.